but that thing of the team had become a little bit of a joke, you know, and the international team had been criticised and compared to other teams, etc. Does this week feel like a change in that, and a timely sort of change in that?
Yeah, look, we've all enjoyed the success of the Irish teams in whatever sports. I mean, the rugby team over the last number of years under the various coaches, and Joe Smith and all brilliant stuff he did, and Andy Farrell, and we had it with the athletics over the summer, some fantastic achievements, and we've enjoyed the games to a degree, and turnarounds and all Ireland finals and all that. But there is nothing like that has the same effect, I think, on the nation as our international football team playing in the game that 230 nations around the world are striving to get to the World Cup. When our national football team is in action and there's passion going around building up to the game, as it was at the game Portugal and Thursday night, and I said that even the fact that Armenia didn't take a point off Hungary, it didn't burst the balloon before the match. It was still great anticipation in the stadium, probably like there hasn't been for many, many years. And we got success, and there was a buzz, and at the end of the match the crowd weren't leaving, the players had a bit of a walk around the pitch. What impressed me was the attitude of Heimer, Paddy McCarthy and John O'Shea, and I met 2 out of 3 of them at the game, and they were very almost stoic in terms of saying, that's half the job done, we have another job to do. There wasn't any wild celebration. I think they got the players back down to earth very quickly. Today there was an anticipation around the country. A 2 o'clock game didn't suit everybody in terms of everybody watching, but I'm sure
there's no holy hour anymore.
I'm sure there was millions in touch with it today, and now they're all joyous. People will be waiting on the draw. People are back interested. Troy Parrott is a hero. 5 goals. He had 5 goals before today. Yeah. I think in 31 appearances or before Thursday night. Now he's 5 and 2. It's an incredible story, but the story of today's game have to be analysed in more detail and more analytically. But you have to say they did it right. They got there. They found a way. 2-1 down. They found a way. Festi's long throw-ins weren't working, but eventually they built it up slow, went from back to front. Finn Azaz played 2 great balls, and we nearly got the third goal before we got the third goal with the shot from young Johnny Kenny coming in making his debut. But eventually it was a long ball, and Scales gets a header, who must have been out on his feet nearly after the effort he put in the first game. But a good decision by the manager. He took off Jake O'Brien and left Scales on. I thought maybe not the right decision, but it turned out to be right. He gets the flick on, and Troy Parrott miraculously is there to touch it into the net. Fabulous.